Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Gotta love Mondays. I love Mondays. A great opportunity for the week ahead. New opportunities, new challenges. They all. We can't escape them. No point arbitrarily hating them. So I'm a big fan of Mondays. That being said, I do also like Saturdays.
Yeah, me too.
I'm Saturdays. I like every day. Tuesday. But I want to start today by thanking everybody who came to our lawn webinar. It was a lot of fun. We explored exactly what a lawn is, what grass is, how to take care of them, weeding, fertilizing, overseeding, top dressing, aeration. We try to cram a lot into that hour. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you can't make it for whatever reason, I understand sometimes, it's a beautiful morning. You don't want to be sitting listening to me ramble on about things. So we do post them on our blog. Videos, we put up the slides and everything. Brandy actually does all of that, not me. I'm lazy. I'm too busy enjoying my Saturdays. And then I'm going to mention that I haven't even spoke to Brandy about it, but a huge congratulations to Brandy and Bradley. They got engaged this weekend, and I couldn't be happier. They're absolutely wonderful. I love Brandy. I love Bradley now too. I've known Brandy longer, but they are an amazing couple, and I couldn't be happier, and big love to you both. So yeah, now it's difficult. I should have saved that till the end, because now we're going to talk about veggies, which kind of seems like a bit of a come down. Like, amazing announcement, Brandy got engaged. This is a pea. Asparagus. But no, we can certainly talk about. Oh, speaking of veggies, this is exciting too. Wow, I really got to save the exciting stuff for the end. I'm not one of those people where you're like, good news or bad news. I will always take the good news first. Get so excited about it, then I don't care about your bad news. I'll just run away. Our Veggie Pod competition is live. Veggie Pod, our dear friends, loved grow local, support local, buy local, everything else, and they worked with us to give you guys a Veggie Pod, and a stand to go with it. The details are on our Insta and on our Facebook. Well worth it. Honestly, they're one of the most exciting, most fun items I've seen. I've been in this game a long time. I've seen all kinds of things. I've seen snake oil. I've seen gimmicks. I've seen things that work. I've seen reinventions of the wheel. The Veggie Pod, light years ahead. It really works. If you look at the picture on our social media, the veggies are exploding out of it. Now, I planted that, and I can tell you there was no fertilizer used in that at all. It was an amazing growing medium. It was a mix of sea soil and pro mix, and then the veggies, and then the sunlight, water, and the heat, and the Veggie Pod, that did the rest. And that's 100% true. It is an outstanding item for your garden. There's winter covers. It stands up to hail, stands up to any kind of bugs and pests. 10 out of 10 item. So anyway, now let's talk about veggies, fruits, and herbs. Now we'll get to the boring stuff. Yeah, everybody's already clicked off looking at our social media for the Veggie Pod. They're like, enough of you, man. So I thought this week, Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I'm going to say it early. And to Jenny, and to all the moms out there. We're going to talk. Last year we had Harry and we did a planting thing. And I know one thing Jenny loves is a herb pot. So we're going to get to that closer to the end of the week. And I do also want to talk about the Liban Institute of Cardiovascular. The Liban Cardiovascular Institute, I got that backwards. But they've partnered with us to talk about activity in the garden, moving, eating your veggies, eating heart-healthy herbs, and that kind of stuff. So we're going to be talking more about them this month. Couldn't be any prouder. They reached out to us before I even knew what they were looking for. I said, yes, of course, we're going to work with you. I always talk about if you're out in the garden, SPF and being healthy and stuff like that. I fully believe in that. Gardening, it's fresh air, you're breathing it in. You got your SPF, but you're getting your sunlight, you're getting exercise, you're bending down, you're standing up, you're digging, you're moving. Then you get to eat that. So we're really excited to work with them. So for today, we kind of distinguish what these were. So when we talk about veggies, essentially a vegetable is any plant that is edible by humans or animals, and it can be any part of it that is edible. For example, you can have root vegetables like potatoes. You can have leafy vegetables, kales, spinach, lettuce. Then we talk about what is a fruit. Well, a fruit, it's not really the edible part of the plant. So you can eat this right now, okay? This is Starboard. I don't know what that means, but it's kale. I just wanted to see the brand, Starboard. Never had this before in my life, but it's kale. I love kale. We used to call it curly cabbage when we were kids. But anyway, you can eat this right now. It doesn't have to do anything else. Obviously, you might want it to grow a little bit more, but you can cut this and eat it, and it's going to be totally fine. There's no harm in that, okay? But then we go to our fruits. A tomato, yeah, go ahead and eat a leaf, but it's not going to taste great, and there's nothing in it. You need this to grow, develop a flower. That flower needs to be pollinated, then the fruit needs to develop. So a fruit is a developed part. It's one specific edible part of the plant. So that's kind of the main difference between the two. And then a herb is any small edible plant that's normally savory but aromatic, and it can be used for cooking, for flavors. It can be used for fragrances, and it can be used medicinally. Now, arguably, they can all be used medicinally. You know, your 8 servings of fruit and vegetables a day is good for you. But there are certain herbs that have proven benefits. Valerian root helps you sleep. Lavender helps you sleep. Mint can be good for digestion and calming you down. So there's a lot there that works. But we talk about, the tomato and the pepper, okay? They are technically in the fruit category. So ideally, I should move these guys over here with the strawberry and with the peas. Peas are also a fruit. So what it boils down to is, and I'm sure you guys have heard me say, botany is the science, okay? So botany is going to tell you, right, this tomato here, okay, it's not a vegetable, it's a fruit, okay? But we're going to consider it a vegetable simply because it's a savory. It's like that old expression. Intelligence is knowing that the tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that you don't put it in your fruit salad, okay? So that's what it boils down to. The tomato is indeed a fruit, but you're not going to put it in a fruit salad. The pepper is a fruit, but they go better in veggies. Yeah, they have a sweetness to them, but they are a veggie. The strawberry, I think there's even a ripe one on here. We give away a strawberry on Friday, by the way. If you guys were looking, we tend to, haphazardly shotgun give things away, and we gave one away. So I put a list just so I could remember myself, and it's really quite interesting. A lot of what we consider veggies classified as fruits. So if you tell somebody, oh, go get me some fruit, and they came back with a piece of corn, technically they're correct. Corn is a fruit. You have to wait, that flower needs to be pollinated, and then it's a seed-bearing part. So the corn kernel has a little seed at the end of it. Avocados are berries. You open it up, the fruit is right inside, the seed is right inside. Tomatoes, peppers, peas, beans, they're all technically fruits. Then, and it's a lot rarer to go the other way, but, oh, I covered my stopwatch. I'm trying to keep an eye on my time, and I'm like, I can't see my stopwatch. Sometimes I go a little over, and I've got to wrap it up real quick at the end. So I want to make sure I'm not doing that. Where was I? Rhubarb. A lot of people consider rhubarb a fruit. Rhubarb and strawberry crumble, delicious, but it's actually a perennial vegetable. Again, you can eat the stalk. Nothing needs to be pollinated in order for it to be there. It just grows, you can eat it. So it's a veggie. So that is the classification. And when we call them veggies, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody, if anybody corrects you, it'll probably be a mouthy teenager. I'm looking at you, Harry. When you say, oh, I'm going to plant my veggies, and I'm like, tomatoes are fruit. I'm well aware, but I'm going to call it a veggie. So that's how we classify them. Then we've got other ones like our root vegetables, potatoes. I love the name of this brand, by the way. I don't know who named it. Earth apples, okay? And these guys are great. All the instructions you need are right on the back, okay? Full confession here, full transparency. In my entire life, I've never grown a potato, ever. I should do it sometime to find out, but I have never grown one. I don't eat a lot of potatoes, and I find when I do eat them, I get them from the store. So I've never ever grown a potato, but I've grown other root vegetables. I've grown carrots. We've done beets, onions. So we have done root vegetables, but I've never done that. And now, another quick thing I want to talk about, because we are going to have to wrap this up. I got too carried away at the beginning talking about the webinar, Brandy being engaged, veggie pods, and I realized I'm not going to get to all my notes, but that's why we have tomorrow. And I want to talk quick. I get a lot of people who say, oh, well, I can't grow veggies. My area is too shady. Absolutely not true. Kale, great in partial sun. Lettuce, great in partial sun. Spinach, potatoes can be grown in partial sun. Beets, turnip. Good rule of thumb. Now, this does not always hold. Carrots like full sun. So I'm going to give you an immediate counterpoint. But a good rule of thumb to remember, if you are growing a vegetable to be eaten for its foliage, so three main ones that come to mind are your kale, spinach, lettuce. Okay, they'll do good in the shade. They like some ambient light, a few hours in the morning if you've got one of those beds, a few hours in the evening, something like that. But they will do good in the shade, and a lot of the root vegetables will do quite good in the shade. But that is a rule of thumb, which simply means it's a broad rule. It doesn't apply to everything. We have a shade bed. One bed, it gets maybe 2 hours during the height of the summer. And Harry and I are planting all of our spinach, lettuce there. We're going to do kale. I already said I liked it. Maybe I'll try this one. Never tried it before. We're going to do all ours from seed. Great thing about these as well, a lot of them are really hardy, and we're going to talk about that. Good veggies for our climate, and maybe some need help and some don't. That's going to be later on in the week because we're running out of time. But that's just an overview of what to do. Hey, pro tip, they all do amazing in a veggie pod. Wonder why I brought that up. Maybe it's because I'm very engaging. Bam, tying everything in. I look right back around. So join us this week as we explore everything. And at the end of the week, I'm going to plant up a herb pot specifically for Jenny. Jenny loves her tea. So I'm going to get some herbs that make amazing teas. Spoiler alert, lavender's going to be in there. And there might be mint, but I'm not going to say what the other ones are just yet. We're going to show you how to do a real easy, great gift for Mother's Day. The kids can be involved. Everybody gets their hands dirty, and we're going to talk a bit more about the Liven Cardiovascular Institute and what they want. So have a wonderful Monday, everybody. Weather's on a roller coaster. That's spring. We take it as it comes. Let's get all of our planting done and get into our summer. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Talk soon. Bye, everyone.